Hello and welcome back to the It Ain't Giving podcast featuring your beautiful, black, feminine hosts, Noella Fierce and...
Shawana Lacroix, yes.
Absolutely. So let's kick it off with what's not giving. What's not giving for me personally is not being at the Cowboy Carter tour. What a moment. What a moment. What's not giving for you, Sho?
I mean, if we're going off of that, I'm gonna say not being in
Right.
Paris.
Right,
Not giving.
Right.
I miss it already. I miss not being in Paris, and I miss not being with my other models, my others.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Yes. Oh, we don't get to it, but my sister was going through it.
Yeah.
She's been going through it the past week. A lot of tears have been shed.
Very much.
But it's
very
mostly
much.
like happy, reflecting tears, which is nice.
Yes.
So this week is kind of just be like a catch up on what we've been going through for the past month or so.
Yeah.
Mainly pertaining to two very big life events that we both went through. Mine being me going to see Beyonce Giselle Knowles-Carter for her Cowboy Carter tour in Chicago. I saw her twice. I saw her on night 2 and night 3, and we're going to be discussing that. I'll be discussing the whole process of getting ready for that and, you know, the actual tour itself and my thoughts and my rating on it. And then Sho is going to be talking about...
My trip to Paris, it was something that was really big for me. I had been working towards going to Paris for this modeling event for months now, and just like fucking working my ass off and just talking about the overall experience. And I vlogged it while I was there, so did Noella. She vlogged her Beyonce concert experience, and we'll be plugging those in this video. Okay. Even though mine's not posted, we will be plugging that. Yes.
Yeah, the vlog's already out, girls.
Yes.
Go and
If
give
you
it a
didn't
watch.
already know.
Go give it a looky-loo.
If we didn't already know, we have a vlog channel now. Ooh.
Yes, we have a vlog channel, and it is called It Ain't Vlogging, similar to It Ain't Giving, you know, part of the same franchise, because we're trying to build a brand here. It's called It Ain't Vlogging, and we have our first video up right now, which is about my Cover Carter experience and, you know, the preparation, everything, like I just said, and then Show's video will be up in the near future. No set date yet, because it's a very... Go ahead, you know.
Yes,
You know.
it's a very deep and emotional story that I get
Yeah.
into. I didn't think I was going to get that deep on camera and share a lot of the experiences that I felt personally going on the trip and the trials and tribulations that I was going through in my own mind. But
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be as authentic as possible to my experience and show you guys like from beginning to end. Like, you might not see every single part, but I need to at least like show you that I'm not always confident, and I had a couple moments where I showed where I wasn't confident, and while I'm speaking on it, we are coming up on our year of this podcast, and we will be doing a little in-person episode sometime soon. We don't know when it'll be
for
coming
the
out.
1-year anniversary.
Yes, we will be doing an in-person episode and kind of stockpile some videos, I fear. Ooh.
You'll be getting lots of vlog content from this trip that we're planning together. We're gonna get multiple episodes that we're gonna be filming during this
That's
trip.
gonna be emotional. The vlog of us getting together, like when I leave you, girl, I'm gonna be a mess. I'm gonna be a mess again.
Oh, girl.
I'm gonna be a mess again. I do fear.
Very much. Like, our first time meeting each other, and I already know we're gonna have the best time ever. Like, I can't wait. I just can't wait. Whew. But yes, let us begin. So, in preparation for this tour, I really wanted to, you know, look the best I've ever looked in my life. So for starters, at the beginning of the week of this tour, you know, she came in on Thursday, but this was on a Monday where I went and got a facial. I got some extractions done, and then I got a diamond, it's like a diamond tip, like exfoliator thing that really helped to like cleanse out the skin and, you know, give me a fresh face.
Like
something that I can work with.
Kind of like dermaplaning, but like
sorta,
just micro punctures in the skin.
Yeah. And it was like very exfoliating. Very much felt like a new bitch emerged when I walked out of that. that
I like
place.
it.
So we do that, and then the next day I work. Go through the gigs. This is my last work day for the week. And go through the gigs. Actually, no, Thursday was. Go through the gigs on Tuesday. Very simple, very easy day. I don't think. I think I probably had like somewhere in the hundred, 100 stops or something like that. Get home, go to sleep, wake up. This is the day where I must get my hair done. So I go get my hair done, and you can still kind of see residual curls a bit. When I went to go see her, I got all my locks in like I think 3-strand lock twist because I wanted it to be a little bit of a looser, more wavy type of curl. So I
Hmm.
got that, let it sit for like 2 days till Friday, and then took it out. And speaking of Friday, we're gonna skip over to Thursday because Thursday nothing eventful happened. I was just working, and then Friday, no, Thursday something did important did happen. I did my photo shoot on Thursday night.
Hmm.
And I had my good friend Judith come over and help me with the photo shoot pictures that I put up, which you can see some of them in the vlog. And then a lot of the other ones are posted on TikTok right now. I still need to upload them to Instagram. I don't know why I haven't. You know,
Hmm.
late to my own birthday post. It is what it is.
Birthday post. Speaking of birthday posts, did you even
I
start
did
with?
not even mention my birthday,
Yeah,
which
I was
happened
like,
to be on Tuesday,
I
but
was gonna mention that. I was like, damn, she's just gonna skip right over it.
your premier diva doll is now 26. I am 26 years old, same as my sister here.
Yeah.
The reason I don't really mention my birthday because I don't necessarily celebrate my birthday
Yeah.
because New Year, same bitch type deal. I don't age because I'm black, so it's like, you know, like I look the same and nothing's changed. I look even
Just more
better actually.
femme,
Let's,
right? Just more
yeah,
femme.
right, right. Get into it. But yeah, Tuesday. What was Tuesday? Yeah, I think I got a
Did you do the
card.
escape room the weekend before this trip?
Yes.
Okay.
So we did an escape room. The celebratory thing that we did this year, it was for me and my mom. So it was like a Mother's Day / birthday little celebration. We did an escape room, which was very fun. We barely escaped. It was kind of
Ah.
like I don't know how to describe it. It was like very. We had to like figure out who like the killer was basically,
Oh, like
um,
traders.
and once you find out who the killer, pretty much. But it's like there was like one missing family portrait, and you have to find out a bunch of clues that are all around the room till you find a different clue that leads you to something else, and then it's very complex. Escape rooms are very fun. It's hard to like
Mm.
explain it.
Mm.
Um, I was very much just like, whoa, child, what's going on? Just trying to find clues everywhere. I was using the little black light that we had because they had like things that were hidden on the walls
Mm.
in glow up ink that you can only see with the black flashlight, the black light. But eventually we, get halfway through, or we thought we were just about to be done. We find like these 3 skulls and we place them in above the fireplace, and it opens up a second door. It's like, oh, period, we escaped. No, no, no. The second room is a whole nother. This is part two, baby, where you
Part
have
two, the
to escape the
remix.
second room. Yeah, and that part was a lot. But all that to say, we escaped barely.
Barely.
I think we did have like she gave us like a maybe like 2 extra minutes because we were so close to finishing. Our coordinator, the person who's like always watching over y'all, just so you don't, she can give like hints and stuff, to people.
Mm.
You'll hear like a loud dong, and you like gotta go run over and look at the TV, and it'll be like a ghostly hint type thing. It's like maybe you
Mm.
should do da blah blah blah, do this. Um, but yeah,
T.
we got through to the escape room. Took some fab, took a fab family photo where I look delicious, and you can see that on my TikTok post. It's towards the end of the photo collage. And yeah, so that was that. Tuesday was my actual birthday, May 13th. Didn't celebrate it that day, obviously.
Right.
I think I didn't end up cutting the cake that my parents got me till Thursday. Yeah, I believe Thursday.
Mm.
So we cut the cake. Judith was with me. cut the
Oh.
cake, do that. I had to go get Rudy some food because he was running low, child, real low.
Mm.
I was like, oh, I need to get my baby some food. I need to get my baby some food, child. Got him some food. We come back, do a little bit more pictures. Um, I didn't edit none of the pictures because I don't believe in editing. Um, but maybe that's just me. It's just a me thing. I'm sure if I was in the industry like show, I'd be like, edit the fuck out of me, bitch. edit these, edit these
Edit it
problems away. Thank you.
down.
Yeah,
Everybody needs a little
but
retouching, even
yes,
if you're a model. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Some of these girls that were in the rooms, I'm not trying to be mean, but
The skin is
I
not
don't
as
know.
flawless
I don't.
as it is perceived to be
Yes, and
online.
I don't know if what comp card thing that they were giving them, but whatever I was looking at, I was like, ooh, the skin, baby.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
got
not on that.
it.
But moving forward,
Yes, continuing on. So the day is Friday, and this is one of the last steps in the beautification process for Beyonce. I ended up getting my lashes done. If you cannot tell, they are much longer, more full than they ever have been. So I got my lash extensions done by this lovely, lovely white woman. I I'm eclipsed on her name right now, but I'll get back to it and I'll shout her out next week. um, what is her name? Oh, I know her name. Her name is Emma. Eb lashed me. That's her
Emma,
name.
like Emma
Eb
Frost.
lashed me.
Okay, she's just
Yes.
not mother. She's just not mother. Right.
Right. I don't, yeah, no, she's like the same age as me, so I don't think she's a mother yet. But
Right.
she mothered on these lashes, girl.
Period.
Effortless beauty, the effortless femininity. Just nothing like it. And you will see in the vlog, if you do watch it, I said, it's giving, this is the new standard. And yeah, it's just so easy. I wake up every day and I have just the most full, beautiful set of lashes. It's not too much, because a lot of you girls be doing too much with these lash extensions. No shade.
Yeah.
No shade,
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
get it, but I don't get it for me.
I don't.
I get it for them, but I don't get it for me.
Not
It
even
just
for
never,
them.
it
It don't
never
look right on
gave,
them. It don't
it
look
never
right on
gave
them.
getting caterpillars on my lashes. It gave getting a cute, full lash that gives me like a natural cat eye.
It don't
That's
look cute
it.
on them. It hides their
That's
eye
it.
shape. It hides their eyes. You can't see their eyes
I
if you
feel like
droop.
this one
No.
accentuates mine.
It you actually can see your eyeballs still, and it accentuates the shape. Like girls that just be getting like mega volume, and it's like extra long, and it goes up to their eyebrow. No, stop. Sorry. I'm not gonna
Cock their
copycat
tea,
that
sister.
one. It don't look good on them. It don't. But I love it for keep spending your money. Keep those lash techs in business.
hmm And girl, it was such a lovely experience. She has her own like little like salon suite, and it's like just like this one-on-one thing. She can only do one at a time, obviously. So
Right.
she got this flat bed with a nice cover, like a very fluffy cover, and a pillow that you can put over yourself. Girl, tell me why I was out. I was out and within 10 minutes. And then I was like, oh my God, that was so lovely. Just a lovely
Period.
little experience.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I obviously gave her 5 stars because
Right.
for my first lash tech experience,
Is
passed
that
with flying
comfortable?
colors.
Right.
Very comfortable. I loved the result. It was jarring at first. Don't get me wrong. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? But once I got used to it, I don't think I'm going back.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going back.
How much
And
they
this leads us
cost?
to Saturday.
Because I kind of want to get them. How much they cost?
For the full set, I got hybrid lashes. So for the full set, it was $165, and then
Oh,
the fills
never mind.
themselves are $100.
Never mind.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
It's expensive.
Baby, I'm just
It's
going. Yeah,
expensive
no.
upkeep.
Mm-mm. No. Bitch, that's more expensive than my fucking lock appointment. Goodbye. Bitch. God damn, spending that much on my eyeballs. Oh, yeah, you got it like that. Yes, queen. She got it like that. I'm glad she got it like that too. Yup. Come on, bougie auntie.
Somebody's got to be the rich auntie of the family, okay? And I'm down to play that role.
She
So,
just
end of
gotta get
Friday
her little
night-
purse dog and convertible top. That's all she misses.
Oh, clock it. Clock. We was talking about that the other day. I was like, I want a little dog.
That is rich auntie.
One that can fit in my purse.
That is rich auntie. I'll tell you. You just need a convertible
Very,
top.
very rich
And I know
auntie.
you got some big glasses, so you already just. But anyway, I live for that fantasy, girl.
Oh my gosh. So this leads us to Saturday, the day of the concert.
Yes.
Friday night, I drive to the hotel. I order in some food. Not much happened. Very chill night. Very much anxiety, driven throughout my entire body. Because like, oh my god, I'm about to see Beyonce tomorrow. Like, what is going on? What's happening?
But to be able to see the sweat on this woman, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna
I
gag
don't
you.
even know if she did sweat. She was just
Glowing.
glowing.
Yeah. Oh, to see Donna
yes.
live. Oof.
Oh, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Oof.
So Saturday morning, I wake up probably at like 4 a.m. I wash my. Oh, I don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why. I said the same shit in my vlog. I know exactly why. It's because I wake up around that time every day, and my body's circadian rhythm is just used to being up at that time. It's like, bitch, get up. We got a route to go. We have to go deliver some newspapers. Like, get your ass up. So I wake up at 4 a.m. I record a little clip for the vlog. I looked so snatched and skinny, bitch. Ugh. My body, my thighs, my legs, my waist, my arms, the face. Yeah.
Yes.
It was all looking divine that day. Later that night, probably around, not night, later that day, probably around 1 p.m., I start getting ready for night two of the show, which is, my first outfit was this beautiful, like, brown, sort of rouged in the middle dress. And I had a brown cowboy hat, which I decorated myself. Yes, clock that T.
I like it.
I put some gems on the rim and on the middle, like, I don't know what it's called. But yes, I hand put all them bitches on. So when you look at the tour photos or
And the
tour
gloves
photo
and the
shoot
heels.
and the
Custom.
gloves, I had gloves that I put diamonds on. Diamonds, girl, crystals.
Yeah.
But yes, I
Little
got
fake
so many compliments that night. It
gemstones.
was very, very gender affirming, that outfit. The most femme I've ever felt. The most femme I've ever looked, in my opinion. And yes, that leads us to actually getting to the concert. My hotel was about a mile away, probably like 3/4 of a mile away from the venue. So it was walking distance. So I ended up walking to the venue, nice and early-ish, so I could, honestly, it's far too early, cause child. Anyway, we'll get to it. I get to the venue. I, walk all the way to the, I think, north entrance of Soldier Field Stadium, which is kind of where VIP was going in. I get in, we do our little VIP photo. I get my little VIP bag, which included these things, these little VIP badges. This is standard for everybody. Then I got a VIP badge, and hold on, divas. Give me one moment.
Clock
I
it.
got this lanyard. I can show y'all my hats here too. So this is the hat that I wore. This is my night 2 hat, which should have my lanyard on it. I got this in the VIP bag as well, which I put around my red hat. This red, cute little hat. Yes. And what else did I get in VIP? Oh, I got a car freshener. A car freshener. And I think that's it. But yes, that was all that was in the VIP package. Whew. That expensive VIP package, child. But yes, that cuts to me waiting in the pit. I have my merch. I got 2 shirts. This is one of them. I was gonna wear this, but it would have been much too hot to wear this because it's a thick shirt. It's very high quality. You don't pay a lot for these shirts, but
Not
child,
no
the quality
Shein
is
shit where it's
is
thin
there.
as fuck.
Yeah, the quality is there, baby. But yes, I get to the pit. Um, it's like 5 p.m., which means we still have 3 hours until she
Oh,
comes on stage.
oh.
Did I,
Like,
did I know
did you
that?
did
No.
you guys have to get there early to in order to be in your section, or could you still arrive at like pretty much any time?
We could have arrived like right before, and you wouldn't have been like up close to the edge like I was. But
Oh, it's kind of like first come first serves on like the position in
yeah,
the
it was
pit.
general
Okay,
admission pit, pretty
okay,
much.
okay.
Um, but
That
yeah,
makes
so while we're
sense. Where you got
waiting,
there early.
I was low key miserable, but I was like, you know what? It's all gonna be worth it in the end. My feet were hurting, my back was killing me. My
Hmm.
hat done blew off my head and flew like 10 feet, 10 feet behind me. It's like someone picked it up for me. I
Ah.
was like, oh, thank you so much, because child, I didn't feel like getting up.
Hmm.
um, I ended up probably like an hour or so into sitting. I like asked somebody next to me, like, hey, can you watch my stuff? I'm gonna go get some food. And they're like, sure, sure, sure. So I went and got a hot dog and something else. It's a hot dog and maybe a burger? No. I got a hot dog and some cheese fries. That's what I got. So I got my hot dog and my cheese fries. Eat that. I was well fed. It was real expensive, but good enough. It was good enough
Right.
to hold me over for
Some,
the night.
yeah.
And
Hmm.
I also got a large Sprite. Drank all that. Oh, chow. When I tell you, I had to hold it for like till. So I got all this food probably around like 6 p.m. I didn't end up being able to use the bathroom till probably like 11, 12 p.m. 12 a, yeah,
Oof.
12 a.m.
Lord,
Holding it for a very long time, but
Lord.
luckily I was tucked up, real
Yeah,
good. So
tucking. I don't know why, but if
it
I
helps
tuck,
you. It helps to
baby,
be able to hold it.
I don't feel my bladder like at all.
Yeah,
Like I have to
yeah.
go. Like by the time I have to go real bad,
But
it was
once
actually worse than I thought. Like,
yeah, I was like, oh, I exploded, child. I was like, oh my
yeah.
god.
Like being tucked up really helps me hold my bladder.
It
Like
really does. It really does.
real bad.
But yes, that leads us to the concert. Miss Beyonce comes out, opens with American Requiem, just destroys me, breaks me down throughout the entire concert. I'll just talk about my key favorite moments because I'm not going to talk about this for we're already at 22 minutes in. So my key favorite moments: American Requiem, phenomenal, gorgeous, beautiful, talented beyond belief. The vocals were on 10. Protector, when Rumi came out and did her little dance and Beyonce was singing directly to her. Child, I was sobbing. A full boo hoo crying girl.
Mm.
Like, you can kind of hear it a little bit if you have a keen ear. You can hear my little voice like start to quiver in the video I put up on TikTok. Rumi comes out, love that, love Protector. Um, I was able to get like a little sneak peek of Rumi, like when she's behind the set piece stairs that they bring out, and she was like with her like
The person
babysitter or
that's just trying
whatever.
to, yeah, the person that's just trying to keep her
Yeah,
from fucking going out on the stage way too early, and you're like, calm
yeah.
down, girl.
We were able to see her before she actually came out, and then the entire stadium just erupts for Beyonce's children. Like we don't play about Beyonce's kids, girl.
Hmm.
Like we all their aunties, pretty
Hmm.
much. That's how it feels.
Hmm.
Another core moment was honestly the whole show. Beyonce ends up flying in the sky like twice or three different times. I think twice on the horseshoe, and then like once in this red
Like
car
red car.
at the
Hmm.
end.
Hmm.
Yeah, very fab. She flew right over me. I was gagged. I was like, oh my god, she's literally like
Period.
gagged beyond belief. Like, oh
Period.
Jesus, Jesus. All in all, 10 out of 10 show.
Period.
Like the sequencing, the tour imagery. Oh, we truly are the visuals, as she said 2 years ago, because them visuals are in the tour, girl.
Yup. I like it.
Them visuals is in the tour.
Hmm.
Like the little intermission pieces were like so good, you didn't even feel like missing them. I
Mm.
was glued to the screen the entire time because it was so interesting. My favorite intermission will probably be when the song "The Biggest" comes on, and Beyonce is just like a giant statuesque woman, just like stomping around the entire stadium or the entire world,
Mm.
and she's literally like Godzilla like type big. She's just stomping around, strutting her fabulous
Claude.
self. It's like she said, "I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest." Absolutely, you are. You
Hey.
are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yes, the concert ends, getting out of the concert and trying to find Chris, who happened to be at the concert as
Big
well. But
Nose.
we
Shout out
weren't.
Big Nose.
We weren't there together. But we wanted to meet up with each other after the show, which we did. We found each other. I walked with him for like a mile and a half till we got to his car. I don't
Y'all
know
didn't get no
how he
food
parked so
together?
far away, child. We did. This is
Period.
once we got into the car. We ended up driving to pick up two of his friends and then another one of his friends that happened to live in Chicago. She didn't go to the show though. And then we went to go get some Raising Canes, got some canes, and then by that time we wanted to go to the clubs, but it was already super, super late. We got to the club probably at like 2 a.m.
Uh, uh,
Or like 2:15 a.m.
Gag.
And by that time, it's already too late, and the
Yeah,
line
like
was
they
way
wrap
too
up at
long. By the
3.
time we get in,
Mm-hmm.
it was gonna be wrapping up. So we're
Yup.
like, I think someone in the car said, "Tonight, I think tonight's a wash," and he was like, "Yeah, tonight's a wash,"
Mm.
but it was still fun. I think I was the first one. They drove home or back to my hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Got home at like 3 a.m. I went straight to bed and then woke up and did it all again for night
Yes.
three. Night three was much more calm, sort of. I didn't really, well, I don't know. I didn't have as, I wasn't as rah 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 rah, anxiety driven because I had already seen the show. But I wanted to get a bigger view, of the show, which is why I got um, section 122 tickets, which is kind of like front and center, right in front of the stadium in the bleachers. You're not like up in the rafters, you're like kind of close to the floor, sort of. But you have a straight on view of the stage. And yeah, so meeting up with Judith, because this is who I went to go see night three with, we get to the venue. She ended up having to like walk around the stadium like an entire time. We were like late, so she didn't end up seeing the start of American Requiem, which unlucky for her, but she should have gotten there earlier. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up missing like probably like the first 2 minutes of the show. Get to our seats. Oh my god, it was so cold, girl. The entire show, it was freezing. Could literally see your own breath type of
Mm.
cold. It was like
Mm.
40 degrees, damn near. It
Mm.
was ridiculous. I was shivering in my timbers. Couldn't show off my cute little outfit at all. I had a jacket on the entire time. Did not go with the outfit. Um, but yeah, the show was amazing. After that, I'm pretty sure we just went up. We didn't like, girl, because it was too cold. I was like, I'm over it. I need to go back to my hotel and just sleep. So I did that. I think I ordered some food again, and then yeah, that was pretty much a wrap on Cowboy Carter weekend. Um, it was just, I don't know. I don't want to say life changing because that's like dramatic, but you know,
Her life was changed at a 2-hour concert.
yeah. I just always feel so like inspired by Beyonce every time I've seen her, and I've only seen her for Renaissance. I saw her for Renaissance twice, and I've seen her for Cowboy Carter twice. But every time I leave that stadium, I feel hopeful for the future. You know what I mean? Yeah, I feel like I can do anything. I feel like my life. I can. Anyway, let's get on to the show because we're already 30 minutes in. Show. This is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a long one. And it's fine. Y'all deserve this. We've been gone for like a month, but yes, Cowboy Carter tour week was excellent. 10 out of 10. Loved it. No notes. Just wish it wasn't that fucking cold on night three. But yeah, that's my week summary, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even know how to hop in. You're so ADHD with your storytelling and was so fast and all over the place. I'm like, ooh, I don't even know how I'm going to go into this bitch.
Now you get to go. I just get to chill and listen to her story.
Ah! Okay, where do I start? Okay, so I'll kind of start it with how the vlog started. I had to go get my comp cards earlier in the week, so I had went to go get my comp cards on like a Thursday, a random Thursday that I was off because I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment but had to reschedule it, so I was just off altogether, and then just went to go get my comp cards. And then the following week, I bleached my roots and did like a color correction on my locks because some of them look dark. And then I got my hair did on like Wednesday. I went to Alexandria, Designs by Drea. She got me together. She did my two strands with my ends out and popped the rubber bands off after 2 days, just like Noella, so that it had time to set and dry. And like before I took the rubber bands out, I sprayed it with a little bit of hairspray so it had a little extra hold to it before I got to Paris. Um, and then I worked my final week at work, and then I left on my last day for work was a Friday, and I worked like a little morning shift moment until midday, and then went out to the club and hung out with my homegirl Courtney on my last night, and then my flight was for Saturday midday. Um, the first flight we get on, uh, we get ready to like take off. We're like on the strip and we like ride the strip all the way up and we get ready to like make the turn and get ready to take off. We sat before we made the turn for like 15, 20 minutes and I'm like, why are we not going nowhere? And then the pilot came on the intercom talking about some my apologies everyone, like there's hot air blowing where hot air shouldn't in the engine. So we're gonna have to deboard the plane and see if we can get on another plane and get to JFK. And I was like, when I heard hot air is blowing where hot air shouldn't in the
It's like,
I
get
was
me
like,
the hell
oh, it's
off.
yeah, get me off this plane. Like it's giving Final Destination. I'm not trying to die on my way to Paris for an opportunity for modeling that could like push me in just like in a different trajectory than I would have ever imagined because I thought I was still going to be in the
Mm-hmm.
American market for a while. So I was like, bitch, this is spooky. Get me off this plane. We
Yup.
deboard, and there was a plane right next to the gate that we had left from, and they're like, just go to the next gate right over, number this one. We're gonna try to like get this plane set up as quickly as possible, fuel it up, and get you guys boarded on, and try to be on this next flight so that the connecting flights for JFK to CDG, those people trying to catch that Paris flight don't miss it, and everyone's just like, I'm not the only one that's panicked. And then we get on that plane, we make our way to JFK, we land in JFK. Bitch, while we sat on the damn runway for like 15, 20 minutes and they were waiting on something to like pull us into the gate instead of him just pulling into the gate. And I was like, and so we wasted more time. We had 5 minutes to get from literally one side of the airport to the other side, and it was JFK is not a small airport. We had to take a tram, and girl, I'm like following a group of people. There's like 15, 20 different people that were on that flight from Tampa to JFK. And I was just following them because I was like, baby, I don't know where I'm going and I'm not gonna like move slower. So I was like, I would see them running, and then I see them ask like little service workers, be like, they have like a little question mark, like service desk. They'll be like, tell you where you need to go, and they're like, downstairs, take the tram, terminal this, and then I would like hear them say that, and then watch where they're going, and we're all just like beelining, and we end up making it all the way down to where you're supposed to like go through, basically like TSA and border control, baby. Regardless of if we even had made it down there fast enough, we still had to go through security. I don't even think we would have had even made it. We get down to where we're supposed to go through security, and they're like, that flight is done boarding and they're leaving right now. And we're like, uh. So I ended up stranded in JFK for the night. Delta did pay for my lift to and from a hotel that they paid for. Well, yes, I got in contact with customer service because their help desk was closed because this was, by the time we were in JFK, it was 1 in the morning. Um, they went home for the night. So I had to call somebody on the help service desk online, and they gave me a little number, and they gave me a meal voucher, they gave me a voucher for a lift to and from the airport, and the hotel stay, and they also changed my flight accommodations. They gave me a new flight to Paris the following day, and it was a straight shot because they were trying to get me some that had a layover, and I was like, girl. Get me straight to Paris. We're not doing all this. We're not gonna have another
Mm-hmm.
connecting flight issue. I need a straight shot. So
Right.
I ended up getting to the airport the following day real early after I spent the night at that hotel in the ghetto in Queens. Um, and there's like these two people that I had seen earlier when we were running for our Paris flight, so I knew they were going to Paris, and one of them had mentioned something to me. I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I mentioned them. Caleb and Lane were with Caleb's grandmother, Pat, and I saw them like having alcohol, and I was like charging up my phone, and I was like, you know what? After I'm done charging my phone, I'm gonna go up there and get a drink, cause whatever they got, it looked good. And then I went up there, got a lemon drop martini, and then Pat, she was like, "So you got the next flight to Paris, like straight shot?" And I was like, "Hmm." And then she repeated herself, and I was like, "Well, yes." Well, yes. So it's funny that we missed the same flight, and we're on the same flight trying to get our asses there. So instead of me
Mm-hmm.
arriving in Paris on Sunday, I arrived in Paris on Monday, and I feel like the universe was meant for that to happen because the butterfly effect, and I felt like I probably would have died on that first flight because something was wrong with the plane, and I probably wouldn't be here right now. So
Uh, Child, thank God for that pilot. Thank
yeah,
God for that pilot and his
yeah.
knowledge. He's like,
So
why the heat not going down?
right, what's wrong with this? He was probably looking at like some gauge meter, and it was reading too high, and he was like, "Let me sit here and
He's
see
like,
if
in
it
all
goes
my years of
down."
flying, I ain't
Yeah,
never
he was
seen
like
nothing
he
like
said
this.
he said like 20 years of flying. This has never had to happen, but he'd rather be safe than sorry. And he was like, "We're gonna deport this plane." And I was like, "Oh, might have just saved Delta millions of dollars." Oof,
Mm-hmm.
oof, the lawsuit, child. But regardless to say, I sat there with Pat, Lane, and Caleb, and we had lemon drop martinis, and Pat ordered a little appetizer, a little hummus appetizer for us to just like kiki and eat food and kind of bond over missing a flight. And I think I got to know more about them as a family, and they got to know more about me and like why I was going to Paris and what I was there for. And they're like, "You're a model?" And they're like they had mentioned on the flight, they were like, you out of everybody on the plane, like we were looking at everybody, like you stood out. And I was like, period.
As I should. As I
and
should.
and Lane had mentioned something to me because they were sitting in the seat in front of me on the flight to JFK. Lane was like, "Oh, I like your shirt," and it was a gorilla shirt. And like anybody that says they like my shirt and it's always the gorilla shirt, I'm like, okay, so they're my people. Okay, so they probably smoke a little ganja. So they probably,
Ah,
like I already knew what type of people they were, so I was like, these my people. And
oh, look at him more.
yeah, she decided to hop up in my lap, y'all. She's making her appearance.
Oh, my niece.
But yeah, we just kikied. I ended up exchanging socials with them, and I had their WhatsApp, and I was contacting them throughout the trip, and then once I was there in Paris, I had to. It was like maybe 5:30, almost 6 o'clock in the morning when I arrived in Paris on Monday instead of Sunday. Running off like very little sleep because that flight was very rough to sleep on. It was like almost a 9-hour flight. Um, Very difficult to sleep on, to say the least. And I had the aisle seat, so I had to get up for other people using the damn bathroom that I didn't know.
Oh,
Uh-huh. So like my sleep was
gag.
interrupted a few times, but I get there. I have a coffee with one of the other models that I was low key scared of meeting. I thought she was gonna be a complete diva, but she was such a sweetheart. And then we all met up with my like the owner of that agency, and we did like walkthroughs of like where we're supposed to meet up and what room we're coming to, and basically just like practicing the walkthrough. And then we got to leave and we had a free day after that. And then me and the other models that came here like solo travel, like they didn't like have other family members or friends coming on the trip. Like it was very much like we all were just like models that just came out here on our own because there was a few models that came with like family. The ones that had family, they wouldn't hang out with family. They didn't hang out with us. So all the ones that didn't have somebody with them, we all linked up and had lunch and ran around the city. And like I had mentioned it because I'm never afraid to open my mouth and say something. Like if I thought it, like I'm probably gonna say it at some point. And I was like, I really didn't expect to like have this much fun with you guys. Like I honestly was extremely scared to meet all of you and thought that it was gonna be, you know, just like something. I just thought that somebody was gonna be a diva and it was gonna be like a stereotypical like model thing, and like everybody else was like, why did I feel the same way? Like they weren't gonna say it, but they felt the same. And
Yeah.
it was just nice to know that we all were kind of like in a similar boat of just being like scared to meet each other and like didn't expect to have that much fun with each other. And then we were kind of glued to each other, and any free time we got out of the work time schedule, we were just running around and having fun and getting food and seeing Paris, and it was just making memories. Tuesday comes around. Tuesday's the big day. Tuesday is we gonna be agents from all around the world, like in this one little area. We're meeting them. We have that event happen. I didn't really record a lot of that day just because I was like so anxious. Like I'm meeting fucking scouts.
He was
It was kind of
focused.
spooky.
Hmm.
I meet them, and in my head, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get any callbacks. Like I'm just so spooked. Like that was just like my ultimate fear was no callbacks because there was at least 40 models that didn't get a callback, girl. I got two callbacks, and both of which that were London based. So the London agencies were checking for me. They
Period.
live for the look. Milan and Paris seemed definitely very interested, but it was more so just like I need to get more photo shoots, like bigger book, more maybe with more work under my belt for them to be like, okay, we'll sign with you now. But just the fact that both London agencies saw something from me like that, I feel like that's a telling. Like that's telling to me. Like that's I'm gonna go where I'm wanted, and that seems to be where I'm wanted. So, London might be in the works at some point in the future. Don't know when, but never know. After that event happens, we all kind of like just ran around Paris all over again for like the last few days because we all had to leave on Friday, and my vlog. My vlog will be out at some point. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Because I get very, very emotional in that vlog and kind of just put all my emotions out on the internet for everybody to see. And it's just very vulnerable. And
This is very, very raw.
I've never made a video that like raw and emotional before ever in my entire life. Like, this is this is as deep as it gets for me. Like I don't know if I can like I'll probably make a video later in the future, like at some point that's just as deep, but like currently this is like the deepest material that I've like produced for internet consumption. And
Hmm.
it's kind of scary like putting yourself out there for everybody to judge that part of your life, but I'm doing it regardless because I want everybody to
Period.
see what the experience is like, and like not all
Hmm.
these models are as confident as they look because a lot of other girls and boys like alike were feeling very self-conscious on this trip, and their inner saboteur getting the best of them, and everybody thinking negatively like, oh, I'm not gonna get any callbacks, da, 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 da. Like everybody was having their own moment, like even the
Hmm.
prettiest girls, like so but yeah, just in general, it was. I feel like I made some sisters on that trip. Beautiful memories. I cried so many times. Like at first it was like I was very nervous and like very self-doubt and worried and like not feeling worthy type crying. But then by the end of the trip, it was just like mostly happiness, just like happy that I came out and like put myself out there. I was happy with the connections I made with the other models at my agency. Um, and just overall, just like the only reason I would be sad was just sad that the experience was coming to an end. Like we had so much fun. We saw so many things. We just our agency was so fab, and like I honestly feel like it was a perfect trip, and like I can't wait to just travel more and make more memories and have more experiences. I really want to work to live instead of living to work, and like
Yes. Yes.
that trip really sold it for me, and
Mm-hmm.
I was very very happy. So
Period.
yeah, that's about it.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Got anything
Yes.
else?
No, that's
Okay.
about it.
Everything else will be in the vlog. Make sure
Yeah,
you tune
everything else
in.
will be in the blog. Y'all will have to watch that. We'll tag the channel down in the
Absolutely.
description, and it should
Absolutely.
what we should have it added to the link tree if it's not already added. That'll be added to the link
We
tree after
should. We
this,
should.
so that'll be on there. And yeah. So what's giving? What's giving is being beautiful, being femme, being young, making these beautiful memories, getting ready to meet you very
Very
shortly. A
soon.
year doing
Very
this
soon.
podcast is coming up. It's
Mm-hmm.
just ready for the just like the good things that are coming. That's what's giving.
Mm-hmm. And y'all, obviously what's giving was, both of us having, phenomenal experiences, you know, in different areas, of course.
Hmm.
Hers being a life changing Paris trip for her career, and mine being seeing the artist of my lifetime, you know.
Hmm.
Um, but I want to talk a little bit about our little absence, our break. um, I know some of y'all, the very few of you that listen and watch may have missed us for these past few weeks, but to be honest, we were both feeling a little burnt out on just the whole like political sphere and the rampant transphobia, racism that's just running through.
Hmm.
And talking about that every week was just very draining to me personally, and I'm sure for show as well.
Yes, every week is a
And
new headline, and having to cover it all the time, it became extremely draining. Because when was there not
mm-hmm,
anything happening? There was always something happening. So it's just
girl,
like, it's too
yeah.
much. It's too much, y'all.
And we want we want the show to be something that we love doing, something that y'all enjoy watching, and we want us to be, on for you divas.
Right.
Talking about politics makes me want to, you know,
So what we're trying to say is no more politics. We're making a pivot. No shade.
very
And
much
the only
less
time we speak,
politics.
anytime we will speak on politics, is it needs to be something groundbreaking.
Absolutely,
Like
absolutely.
none of
Whew.
this like these little tiny little articles. Like I need to hear that like complete rights being stripped away. Like no more hormone replacement for all trans adults. No more right to vote for women across the board. Like it needs to be something extremely unconstitutional and like to the extent of like we have to talk about it. Like so
Mm-hmm.
these little minor little rage baity bullshit that Trump likes to do. Honestly, Trump is just becoming a rage baiter. That's just all I associate that man with. He's just trying to get rises out of people, and yeah, I'm just choosing to ignore the bullshit at this point.
We're
So
choosing to protect our peace,
yes,
which is something for my fellow trans sisters I need us all to do.
very
Protect your
much.
fucking peace. Get through these next 4 years, and hopefully by then, America will have some goddamn sense. But child,
We'll see.
we
We'll
will
see.
see. But yes,
Yeah.
that wraps up things for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch y'all later. Probably next week, but
Yes. I'm down for next week.
the divas like to take much
Breaks.
needed breaks. But
Yes.
when we're here,
We're
we're
here.
here. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do we want to give them a question this week?
No.
No question this week. We're just gonna, cap it off. We are at 50 minutes officially. We just hit the 50-minute mark. But yes, we will catch y'all next week, most likely. Bye, divas.
Bye.